Have you ever wondered how someone with a narcissistic personality reacts when you decide to leave them first? Perhaps you've experienced their charm and manipulation, their endless need for attention, and their ability to make you feel like the center of the universe, only to later discover that they thrive on control and power. The topic we are about to dive into explores this fascinating and often perplexing behavior, shedding light on what drives narcissists to act the way they do when their carefully constructed world starts to crumble. Buckle up, because this exploration will take you into the complex and captivating world of narcissistic behavior, leaving you intrigued at every turn. Before diving deeper into this topic, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like this post, and share it with those who might benefit from understanding this often misunderstood personality type. Today, we'll uncover the dynamics of narcissistic relationships and explore what happens when you take the bold step of leaving a narcissist. Stick with us. This discussion could completely transform the way you perceive narcissists and their behaviors. To comprehend how narcissists react when you leave them, it's essential to understand what drives their actions, their ego. Narcissists often have an inflated sense of self-importance, which is a defense mechanism masking deep-seated insecurities. Their behaviors are typically centered on protecting their fragile self-image. When you leave them, you disrupt their carefully constructed facade, often triggering extreme responses. Think of it as pulling the rug out from under someone who believes they are invincible. Their reaction is often a volatile mix of shock, anger, and an urgent desire to regain control. Initially, the narcissist may try to appear unbothered by your decision to leave. They'll project an air of indifference or superiority, pretending that the relationship never truly mattered to them. This reaction is a calculated effort to mask their true feelings. Narcissists fear vulnerability, so they'll go to great lengths to maintain their image of strength and emotional detachment. However, beneath this outward composure, a narcissist often experiences turmoil. They may feel humiliated or rejected, which fuels their need to retaliate or reassert control. This can manifest in various ways, such as attempts to manipulate you into coming back, spreading false narratives about the breakup, or even seeking validation from others to rebuild their damaged ego. Their actions aren't about love or loss, but rather about reclaiming the power they feel they've lost. For those leaving a narcissistic relationship, understanding these reactions is crucial for navigating the aftermath. You may feel tempted to engage or explain your reasons for leaving, but remember that a narcissist thrives on attention, positive or negative. The best course of action is often to set firm boundaries and focus on your own healing and growth, rather than getting drawn into their emotional games. Ultimately, taking back control from a narcissist is a powerful step toward reclaiming your sense of self. It's an act of courage and self-respect that can pave the way for healthier relationships and personal growth. By understanding their patterns of behavior, you empower yourself to break free from their influence and move forward with clarity and strength. However, beneath this mask lies a whirlwind of emotions. Narcissists thrive on validation, and when you leave, you're essentially cutting off their supply. This loss triggers a series of reactions, starting with denial. They might try to convince themselves and others that your departure was insignificant, or worse, attempt to rewrite the narrative entirely. For example, they might spread rumors, claiming that they were the ones who left you because you weren't good enough. This tactic serves as a means of regaining control over the story and protecting their ego. As the denial fades, anger often takes its place. Narcissists are known for their explosive tempers, especially when they feel threatened or humiliated. They might lash out at you through hurtful words, aggressive actions, or even attempts to sabotage your reputation. Their anger stems from a sense of betrayal. To them, leaving them is an unforgivable act of defiance. This anger isn't just about you. It's also about the fear of losing the admiration and control they crave. One of the most intriguing reactions you might encounter is their sudden shift from anger to charm. In a desperate attempt to win you back, they may deploy every trick in their arsenal, from love bombing to elaborate apologies. They'll promise to change, to be the person you always wanted them to be. But this transformation is often short-lived. Narcissists aren't motivated by genuine self-improvement. They're motivated by the need to re-establish control over you. If their attempts to win you back fail, narcissists might resort to playing the victim. They'll paint themselves as the wounded party, seeking sympathy from anyone who will listen. This tactic serves two purposes. It allows them to gain attention and validation from others, while simultaneously portraying you as the villain. This manipulation can be particularly damaging, especially if mutual friends or family members get caught in the crossfire. What makes leaving a narcissist especially challenging is their ability to instill doubt and guilt. They'll use your vulnerabilities against you, exploiting your fears and insecurities to make you question your decision. Phrases like, "You'll never find someone who loves you like I do," or "You're making a huge mistake," are common tactics designed to pull you back into their orbit. Recognizing these manipulative patterns is crucial to maintaining your resolve and moving forward. As time goes on, a narcissist's reaction to rejection or loss may change. They might quickly attempt to replace you, seeking a new source of validation to fill the emotional emptiness they feel. This behavior is not driven by love or a desire for genuine connection, but by their need to prove to themselves and others that they are still desirable and valuable. Witnessing them move on so quickly can be painful, but it's crucial to remember that their actions are a reflection of their own insecurities, rather than a judgment on your worth. Despite the image they often project of strength, superiority, and confidence, the reality is that narcissists struggle significantly with rejection. Your decision to leave them forces them to confront their vulnerabilities, something they are reluctant to do. They will go to great lengths to avoid facing these weaknesses, and this fear of vulnerability drives much of their behavior. Recognizing this dynamic can give you the clarity to see through their actions, understanding them for what they truly are, a desperate attempt to regain control and protect their fragile ego. A narcissist's need for control and validation can lead to manipulative behaviors and attempts to discredit or devalue their former partners. These reactions can feel like a personal attack, but they are really just a defense mechanism. The narcissist is not rejecting you. They are rejecting the vulnerability that comes with being exposed emotionally and losing their sense of dominance. By understanding this, you can better protect yourself from their manipulative tactics and prevent them from having power over your emotions. When a narcissist moves on quickly or acts indifferent to the end of a relationship, it can seem like they have no emotional attachment. However, this is not a sign of their strength or emotional maturity. Instead, it's a way of avoiding dealing with the emotional fallout from the breakup. Their quick rebound serves as a coping mechanism, allowing them to maintain their illusion of invulnerability and emotional invincibility. The pain you may feel is a natural response, but it's also important to remember that their actions stem from deep-rooted insecurity and fear of being exposed. In moments like this, it's vital to remind yourself that you are not the problem. The narcissist's actions are a reflection of their own inner turmoil and inability to process rejection in a healthy way. It can be empowering to recognize that their behavior says more about them than it does about you. By acknowledging this, you can begin to shift your perspective and take steps toward healing and self-preservation, rather than allowing their actions to control your emotions. As we conclude this exploration into the complexities of narcissistic behavior, I want to express my gratitude for your time and attention. Your support is deeply appreciated. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on future discussions about these important psychological topics. Understanding the dynamics of narcissistic relationships is the first step toward breaking free from their grip and reclaiming your sense of self-worth.